What's up, people? I hope you're doing great. We're back again, and of course, the great music has just been elevating us from moment to moment. I'm more than proud to actually introduce to you an amazing gentleman. But before that, hashtag #HeyAseli is what you need to use to actually get in touch with us. Tag me at Brian_Aseli, and of course at NTV Kenya, and unaweza tupata pale. Without much ado, I'd like to welcome an amazing gentleman. In and out, this guy is amazing simply because of the laughter that he brings into the room, the elevating music that he brings to the room. He's a singer, songwriter, gospel minister. Put your hands together for the one, the only Moji. Ah, no. Man, how are you?
Bro.
Every year, I've gotten a chance to interview you, apart from the past 3 years in my career. How have you been?
I've been good, bro. You know, karibu tumalize one time atujai.
One time, within time haijaisha. Time ni two time.
So yeah, man, it's been a while, man. It's been a while, and you know, we thank God. All the you see the growth. Even your hair is growing.
Yeah, even my hair is growing. Even you have a silver lining.
Like a silver lining, bro.
Hii pesa ina change watu sana.
Sasa nywele
anaongelea tu pesa. Hiyo ni kando na history yetu.
Sawa. Nilipa kinyozi anyway.
Yo, but I'm most excited. There's a time you gave me an opportunity to hit the stage.
Yeah.
We're doing
Islando.
Islando edition.
Yeah, man.
And you're just ministering from place to place.
Yes.
I love that your music touches so many young people. And it's over a long period of time.
Yeah.
What keeps you moving the way you do?
It's really the grace of God and just a commitment to, you know, to my purpose and to my calling and to the vision that God gave me. And to keep on just asking God every new season, every new year, every new month, like, what do you want me to do? Like what direction do you want us to take? So from those times, Akele Takatifu to Moji, Shortbabaa becoming a solo artist, to us dropping albums like Yesu Mtaani, Cheza Gospel, to us doing now Cheza Gospel tours and events across the country. It's all God. And every other season, he just reveals you know, what he wants me to do in that season. Najua it sounds so spiri, but it's really that it. And I think God has been, especially now this song, and we'll get to it, but this new song is all about that. Maisha yangu yote, I've really seen God just guide me and be with me. Yeah.
What about your life made you actually decide, you know what, every service on earth will definitely be for Christ? Because you had so many other options, because you're singer, gifted, you're fashion and style, captivating. Personality yako, yani mimi nakwambia every 2 minutes ukikaa na Moji unacheka.
Mambo.
Unaniseta
napanda na watu waniambia nichekeshe.
Yeah, but what made you make that choice? Because watu wengi kuna watu waliokoka because waliona gospel iko na do. Na kuna wengine waliokoka because walijikuta na mzazi.
Whatever reason.
Yeah, whatever reason they did.
Well, I think venye utakuja kwa Yesu wewe kuja, kama utaletwa na mrembo, kama utaletwa na you know, chachi ya mtaani ilikuwa inauza pilao, ilikuwa inapeana pilao na ukaenda ukaokoka, whatever, for whatever reason. So for me, I'm one of those who was born into a Christian home. My shosho, she terrorized us. Yani lazima we had to go to church, we had to do all that. But by the time I was in high school, sasa nikaenda, you know, of course every exam period nilikuwa naokoka, but mara ya mwisho I think sasa nikaichukulia serious sana. And by this time I knew that for me to be like growing up in a Christian background, sometimes I don't know, I know there are people who don't sing gospel but come from Christian backgrounds. But for me it was particularly difficult because I had been really like, that's what how I was brought up. So my first song, actually recorded song with Didi, was a song. It was like a social justice song, yani there was some tani, and that time you know uko fulani osote wa mtaa nini makarao wakwende. Ilikuwa itolewa wase kwa mtaa si atubagui. Unajua ilikuwa kitu kama hiyo, ilikuwa na vibe, ilikuwa na vibe za Cannibal. Cannibal season it was the chosen one, but your time alikuwa Cannibal. So yeah, so I think for me mara ya kwanza it wasn't by choice, it was how I grew up. But by the time I was done with high school na nikaingia huko and I met so many other guys out here who now guided me on the path to become a young Christian and to become a gospel artist, exactly what that means. So now I do it by my own choice. And the reason why I made that decision, I think it's good to point. I feel like the Jesus way is the right direction, and I like that. Whatever I'm doing, like beat music, beat comedy, beat whatever, I'm pointing guys towards the right direction. So I could point guys to many other directions, but this one is the right direction according to me. And I think for sure there are many people who have been motivated and blessed. And when I meet them and they tell me, you know, all about like, you know, your song brought me from this season, brought me through, took me through a season and stuff like that. That is something that motivates me to say like, okay, maybe, you know, niko na shida zangu, but this is something that is, I'm on the right track. Yes.
Best part about observing you is that I have been your fan all stages of your life.
Hey.
Akis kudanganyi. When you did
Gen Z, bro.
Kelele Takatifu, I was still a fan.
Yeah.
Then came the big awards. And there's a time, by the way, if you're too young to understand, gospel in itself was the most, it was the backbone of Kenyan music.
Oh yeah, it was.
You see? And then came a lot of money, then came a lot of endorsements, and then kuna siku moja ni kama, I don't know if it totally changed.
Yeah.
Ni kama kuli changed.
Yeah.
During those moments when gospel was the it, what about you changed after everyone now withdrew from it in terms of funding, na kuweka do pale, na your attention in your gospel music ilikuwa ina receive?
There's really nothing changed for me. Like, I think what really became stronger is like me knowing exactly why I do it. Yani. And to be honest, there are some people that withdrew, but there's so many people who still support gospel music. But what we lost is the hype. Like, there was a lot of hype and awards, ceremonies, or events in a year that would stop this city. And you know, and that used to. But now we're back to that because, in fact, we partnered with the NTV and did one big one. We had like, well, nobody spoke about it. I don't know. Why don't you guys talk about gospel gigs anymore, even when they're big? We had like over 10,000 young people here at KenCom and whatever. So I believe that gospel music is still big.
Yeah.
I still meet people every day who are blessed by music, and so many other artists are blessed. But I think also, the media has done a very good job in propagating a very serious narrative of keep saying like gospel is dead, gospel is whatever. Yeah. So now that's what people think. Yeah. But when you go to the ground, people still listen to gospel music.
I love what you've said.
Yes.
Umesema tu ni gospel ilijitoa kwa showbiz ilijitoa kwa gospel.
Showbiz.
And then now the true
but
ones
the gospel
stay.
is still big, bro.
Gospel will always
You know, Shirwa GP is still a gospel artist.
Yes.
Jabi D has pioneered a sound in this country this last year with Miel Mating and started a whole thing. He's a gospel artist.
Yes.
And right now he has one of the biggest trending songs on Reba, if you guys know it.
Yeah.
So we still have a lot of guys who are still, but honestly, there's the attention that was there back then, and then a lot of bad press. Now, when people talk about gospel artists, even today I had something about you hear gospel, the term gospel artist ikaanza kukuja na a lot of like negativity because of very valid reasons. So and that really like it has affected particularly urban gospel music, not all, because remember, even vernacular gospel music is gospel.
It's still hot.
Even
really
what people call worship music is still gospel. So gospel music as a genre, like kijumla, is still very big. But sasa urban gospel music is when we've had a lot of issues and we've had to really like build our credibility again because there are some things that happen that really, you know, ilifanya wase wakose like we lose some faith in us. But I think we're doing a good job in just soldiering on. Kina Guardian Angel guys. Guardian Angel, you know, Guardian Angel was top. I don't know what of guys on YouTube last year. Yeah. Do you guys know about
top
that?
Artists, yes,
who talks about that?
So we need to give it good press.
Like,
so
like when it's something negative, it's all over. Yeah. So when it's a good thing, why not talk about it?
Now that's a good challenge to the media and anyone out there who often writes about
and the guys who are fans of gospel music, be loud about the good things that happen. Guardian Angel has been dropping music for the last I don't know how long. He's one of the leading artists on YouTube and on streaming platforms. We have people like Japiti. We have so many other, we have Gavi Royal, we have Decito. We have so many artists who are, some who are established, some who are really coming up, and they're doing a good job.
And also, Kiangalia Pia, there's this new, it's not new per se, but the kind of worship that Pitson is now doing with Karura voices and stuff like that. So there's so much.
Kima, Manolo, you know, like all these guys, like Manolo dropped an album, and in fact, 20 what tracks. And he did a live recording the other day. So, and for me, in fact, now I'm going to, everywhere I go, I'm going to, of course, my campaign is just a gospel, and that's why I'm talking about gospel music. And I'm like, and for me, is to say, for anybody who really wants to listen to gospel music, there is enough gospel music out there. Of course, we need to do more work in publicity and even more events and more music, but there is enough. There's enough. There are many artists. If you like Sheng, Timam does worship in Sheng.
Street worship.
Yes, if you like hip hop, urban, Manolo. If you like dancehall, Jabidi, Gavi Royal, or Jabidi has even this new sound called I don't know, it's called Miel Mating. We have Didi Man, we have Timeless. We have so many guys.
Yeah.
And guys and even the worship side we have Akinanjo Kimunyi, and we have so many artists. In fact, I'm plugging you right now. We have so many artists.
Write it down. Write it down.
Hey, we have I don't know, Kestin Bogo. We have so much gospel music out here. Eunice Njeri, Nani. You guys really want gospel music, go listen. This is for the lovers or for the believers of gospel music. You go listen. Of course, there are many narratives out here. There are many things. We have challenges as gospel artists that sometimes can be louder than the good work that's being done.
Yeah.
So if you want gospel music, it's there. Cheers a gospel.
One thing I love about you, Moji, by the way, Chinyamaji, I have observed you. You get to interviews early, you show up, you dress up, you speak, you commit. Unaweza toka hapa usikie umeenda sijui show wapi. What actually makes you have such a drive and ethic? Because there's some people who are really gifted, but hapo part ya discipline becomes a problem. And so many other people, you invite someone and miss show yako, ama na promise and come late, but you have a work ethic. On delivery pia una deliver top-notch work. What makes you have that kind of standard for Moji?
Well, I think, my family really, like, my dad, my Guka, they just told me, like, you know, how you carry yourself is how people, it affects how people
treat you
and affects how people like even like think of you and talk of you and whatever. It affects a lot of things. So it's good for you to say, if I can't make it, maybe communicate. And if you say you commit, you're coming, you come. But again, Mimi, this is what we do, man. If somebody is a lawyer, or if somebody is a policeman, if somebody is a whatever, they're expected to show up at a certain time. They're expected to be able to be hardworking. They're expected to do all these things. So I think as an artist, if you decide that music is your thing, or the creative arts, this is your thing, you have to do what it takes to do what it takes.
Yeah.
So, and there's something that my pastor told me, and you know, there was a time we were doing a project, and he was like, you know what? God has spoke to me in this season, and he's told me he'll do what I can't do. You see, there are things you can't do. You can't wake yourself up. You can't give yourself favor. You can't give yourself grace. But there are things you can do. So God will do what you can't do. What you can't do, God will do. But what you must do, Sasa wewe, Mungu atakupea favor as a Sally, but you have to wake up every morning to come and do your show, or you have to wake up. You have to
show up. You have to show up.
God atakupea ideas, but you have to wake up and find people and live well with people and interact with people and do all that. So for me, it's that commitment ya kujua. There's what I can't do, God will do for me. But what I must do, I must do. I must wake up. I must show up. Kama leo nimefanya, this is interview number. I've done 1, 2, 3. This is interview number 5 today. Yes.
Today, just today. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You show up and you dress up and you actually
bana. Wimbo ni Mungu anafanya iende, but naisindikiza tu. So nihakikisha imefika kila mahali. And then after that, God does his job. But this is what God has given me, and the Bible says that whatever your hand finds to do it with all your might and do all your strength. Because the grave where you're going, there's no knowledge, no wisdom, no nothing.
Wamesema unasindikisha hii wimbo. There is a new song that umesindikisha na ilikuja hapa even before you. What's that new track that you're promoting? Because it's really, first of all, that song, your song is on another level. It just tells me Moji was at a corner somewhere and just a song of appreciation and acknowledgement. Yes. Because I really enjoy it. Talk to us a little bit about it.
So the song is really about like me looking at my life and seeing how God has fought so many battles for me, and seeing how God has taken me, has been with me in the storms and whatever. Any really, watu wadagoretu, watu wakaongware, kaongware, skuzombo, utagureti south.
All day, every day.
So, like, top shorter from the time tumetoka. Nasema vitu hapa kumbe unatoka hapo unapata DC hayo umekongojea. Ulisema top shorter na ukafanya hivi.
Hizo gang signs
za bunduki. Umemraza nani? So the song is really about me thanking God and acknowledging him and giving him praise and saying, maisha yangu yote mimi nimekuona, come through for me. It's not about, and that's why I look for him, and that's why we're searching for the face of God every day, because we know for sure he will come through. When everybody else doesn't come through, he comes through. When our ideas fail us, our thinking, our small, very feeble understanding fails us, God, Jesus always comes through for us. And of course, he came through for us, died for us on the cross. So this song is it's like a testimony. This is a testimony of God's goodness in my life. And now this is just a song that I've done for people to testify of God's goodness, like in their lives. And I love the feedback.
I'm really excited for that. Last I checked, you got married.
Yeah. 4 years. 4 years this month.
4 years now?
This month. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Congrats on that.
Asante.
What about marriage has improved you? Yeah, because there's things you did when you're single, but now that you're married, there's something about you that definitely changed. Would you give me a top 3?
Top 3?
Yeah.
And number 1 thing that has really improved,
Welcome to my channel.
I got married to somebody who speaks a lot of English, so my English has improved kidogo.
Yeah.
Imagine in Mbaya it was worse.
Yeah. But you think Moji to English?
Yeah, can you imagine?
You've never done an interview in English.
See, what has improved? At least 1, 2, 3 years kidogo. At least I'm not saying Ania.
Yeah.
So
it took me a year to write this song.
Ania. And basically, basically.
Yeah, basically.
So
Niwache. So as I was saying.
Yeah. And number 2, I think communication really. Like, I think in marriage you just learn how to, I think, communicate a bit better.
Yeah. What a silence in a manisha woman.
Oh yeah. And number 3, I think you have to a bit when you're somebody's
shoulder
husband,
to lean on.
Shoulders to lean on. Yeah. So you have to really like. There's a sense of maturity that also comes with marriage. So I think those are the top 3 I like for me.
So,
yeah.
Golden tip that you walk with. This is a golden rule that you walk with. Ile moja nyo nasemanga, hata kuendeaje, there's this one thing that will always guide me or point me north.
See, like God siku zote mazi. God siku zote, but hapo kando ni ati God anatumianga watu. So kuna saying ya Kisapre that watu, I think saying ya Kisapre that watu ndio utajiri. So na God mwenyewe anasema kwa Bible that
tuseme kwa Kisaperi.
I don't know otoga kana kitu takiu mani ona dio mani jeshi yako ya mai yo mani adu kwa mai yo mani muti igiriani how kera Twitter mani how X mani kitu kaya hiyo, but I had it in Kikuyu. I don't know if it's a Kikuyu saying, but I had it in Kikuyu. But like you see, like my relationship with you, Aseli, over the years, and even people like E, people like Ndenga, all these other guys, it's that how I relate with you guys in Amandisha. You guys hold keys to doors. You guys, because at the end of the day, like, by the grace of God, like, you've grown and so many other people who have grown, and you find we are the ones who are like recommend people you recommend people, you recommend me to people and stuff like that. There are certain doors and all this. So I feel like God uses people, and even in the Bible, He says you can't say you love me and you don't love your brother. Because me I don't niona. Imagine God anakwambia me I don't
niona, lakini unasema unanipenda more.
Unanipenda na wale unaona live unaona seli unaona nani, you don't love them. So for me, I think the golden tip is God siku zote, but then love God, love His people. Apo sawa. Thank you so much for creating time to talk to us today. Sana, man. It's an elevation every time I talk to you. Maze. Something changes about me when I talk to you. Maze. And I hope that everyone out there will get a chance to actually support Moji Shortbabaa. He has new music out. How do you find you on social media? Find me at Moji Shortbabaa. Find me at Moji Shortbabaa. At Moji Shortbabaa. You can also find me at City Lighters Church. That's where we went to church. And also find Cheza Gospel. We'll be coming to Mtaz near you very soon. So we did Old School, New School, Volume 1. Volume 2 is loading. Nice. So guys should watch out for that. So follow Cheza Gospel, follow Moji Shortbabaa. Go run up the streams on Maisha Yangu, on Spotify. And on TikTok, of course, we're going crazy with the challenge. So go there, find the sound, do a video, testify of God's goodness over your life. How's you? I love my wife in Jesus' name. I love my wife in Jesus' name. Big shout out to Moji's wife as well. She does a great job. I hope I get a chance to actually interview her.